Hello and welcome to Cocktails with a Twist of History, your digital destination for all things cocktails. Living in the New York area, I like to see the list of famous bars that are around in this area, or maybe the ones that no longer exist. As you can imagine, there are quite a few. One of the historic hotel bars that is still open today is a bar called the Blue Bar in the Algonquin Hotel in Times Square, New York. Times Square has long been a hub of activity, and the Algonquin Hotel still stands on 44th Street. The hotel opened on November 22nd, 1904, and the bar opened at the end of Prohibition in 1933. It has the artwork from one of the regular customers at the bar, a man named Al Litchfield. The bar has had many actors, as you can imagine. It's in the Broadway district. It also offers a martini for $10,000 that has a real diamond in it. I wonder how many people accidentally swallow the diamond. On the other hand, I was surprised to see that you can get a room there in the $200 a night range. I would have thought that a nice hotel in Times Square would have cost a lot more. The expanded Blue Bar contains blue lighting and blue-toned backlight bookshelves, and a black and white floor that resembles the one that they have in the main reception area of the hotel. By the way, the back of the bar can be sectioned off for private parties, so if anyone wants to pay for a spot for the Cocktails with a Twist of History to have a private party there, please contact me and we'll make it happen. One of their famous cocktails was an interesting sounding cocktail called the Blue Mango Paradise. So I have been talking way too long without a cocktail in my hand. Let's make a Blue Mango Paradise. It is a shaken cocktail, so we need our shaker. And we are going to need our mango. We have some mango. It says to use mango puree, but you can use mango nectar. You can probably even use mango juice if you have. We are going to put in 2 ounces of bourbon. Now here we have bourbon, and here we go. And now here's some more bourbon. Here it is. There we go. Bourbon. This is an interesting cocktail because it has both bourbon and rum. So we're going to use only half as much rum as bourbon, which was also interesting. I would have probably thought it would go the other way, but here we go. We have our rum, and we are going to use blue curacao, which is what makes it blue. Because bourbon and rum both are a little bit on the dark side, I'm not sure this is going to be very blue, but we are going to try and see what happens. Here we go. Now, it says to use 2 bar spoons of agave syrup. I think this is going to be sweet enough, so I'm not going to put it in. After we shake it, we're going to put ginger beer and Angostura bitters on the top, and we're going to put it into a Collins glass. But right now, we're going to put our ice in, and like I always say, gotta have a lot of ice, right? Make sure to have a lot of ice in it. And here is our ice, right? Lots of ice in it. You really want, as much as you can fill into the shaker. It does make a big difference. And my ice is not cooperating so much today, but that's the way it happens sometimes. There we go. Now, put our cover on. Make sure you got your finger on it. This one actually needs a lot of shaking. It needs a lot of that aeration, and it needs a really hard shake and a good shake. And there we go. All right. And here we go. See? It is a little bit more green than it is blue, but it's very interesting. Very interesting. I always say never leave the excess in the ice. It will just dilute it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our ginger beer. It says you could also use a ginger syrup. And we're going to float this on the top. There we go. That's our ginger beer. And now we're going to take 3 dashes of Angostura bitters, and we're going to put that on the top as well. This does not, sometimes you make a cocktail and you don't want the Angostura bitters to be stirred up or shaken into the drink. You want it to be on the top because you really want that flavor. You want that smell. It has a very distinct smell. Let's taste it. Oh, I need some garnish. Here is, considering that the hotel was a very nice hotel, they probably would have had a very nice garnish, something like the pineapple or something like that. So we're going to use strawberry because I don't have any pineapple right here. And we're going to have an orange, and we're going to try it. Cheers. Very interesting. The ginger beer comes out first, right on top. I think it's because it's really on the top of it. I might have used ginger syrup next time, but it is very nice. And you get a lot of that mango. It's just a really nice cocktail. Very, very good. Now, the Blue Mango Paradise was inspired by using the medium-bodied whiskey and the rum to allow the mango flavor to really shine. And the mango puree really is shining over here, although I think even it could be a little bit more. It does need to be shaken a lot. There needs to have a lot of that aeration going on. It's packed with pure flavor and really a creamy smoothness. That's when you do all the shaking. It's a perfect upscale cocktail for a Times Square location. And then you top it off with that ginger beer and you get really that nice bubble effect. The Algonquin Hotel was originally named for the Algonquin native Indians, and they were really the first residents of the area. The Algonquin soon became a theatrical and literary mecca, and this was according to the New York City Landmarks Preservation Commission. It was also one of the first major hotels in New York to accept unaccompanied female guests. Remember that at this time, there were bars that would not let a woman come in and drink. Following World War I, the hotel became a meeting place for something called the Algonquin Round Table, and this was a group of actors, critics, and writers, and this was between 1919 and 1929. If you go there, let them know that you heard it on this show. As always, if you hear other pieces of the story, you can put it in the comments, you can send it to us by email, or you can tell it to the bottle. We want to know. Also, please make sure to subscribe, please make sure to follow, please make sure to like, and send a link of this show to somebody that you know so that they can enjoy cocktails with a twist of history. Thank you.